Wednesday, bro. Happy hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day for some people.
Mike's crazy. It's a hump day for some people. Oh man. What up, guys?
What's up, man? Yo, second episode in October, baby. Let's keep it spooky.
Yo, yeah, seriously. I'm excited to be here tonight, man, because we're gonna chop it up about some good topics, and you know what I mean. This is the highlight of the day right now, baby. You know what I mean? And we're gonna strive for tonight. We're gonna strive for tonight to really get into a conversation without doing one thing.
Getting blocked?
Without getting blocked, baby. What the hell?
In a world full of political correctness, Coach Brown and Donnie Rhodes are choosing to keep free speech alive, uncensored, unfiltered, uncut.
This is my favorite show.
Yo, if there was a show that was my favorite, it would definitely be this one.
1000%, man.
Yo, and it's almost like taking a walk and like someone's cleaning the glass inside your pants.
Maybe you don't waste no time breaking that one up.
Yo, you know why? Because I got ADHD. If we kept talking about something, I would completely forget about it. It was like right there. I didn't.
When you told me that, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm like, yo, his ADHD is gonna take him so far away from me, he's gonna forget about it.
Nope, I had to say it right away. Yo, so we're walking, right? This was a story about Salem when we went to Salem. Like on the opposite way that we talked about the fart episode, the fart thing that happened. So that happened on the way back from that. On the way there, on the way to the Hocus Pocus house, everybody's got jeans on, right? Because everybody's anticipating like cold weather and stuff like that. So everybody's wearing pants, jeans. So me and Jay are like way back. Everybody else is in front of us. So Jay looks over and goes, "Yo, it's like someone's washing their windows inside my pants." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, man. Like my thighs are rubbing, like slipping around." I was like, "Yo, what the
squeak,
fuck?
squeak,
You
squeak,
can't
squeak.
talk like that, bro. What the fuck?"
Keeping it real, man.
I just thought that would have been a good story for you all to hear.
That shit was classic though. When
It was a line that I couldn't keep to myself. Like even if you were like, "Yo, don't tell them," I had to tell somebody. So might as well tell everybody on the Oh man.
Yo, what's going on, Jack-o'-lantern Mike?
Just another day in paradise, guys.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get that energy up, boy.
Yeah, break something.
Say something, Mike. Tonight you can't just sit in the back and press buttons. I'm gonna get you to talk tonight, baby. All right, so tonight we wanted to do we want to just dive
This
right
whole
into this
episode is gonna be by Mike. So Mike, we're gonna sit back and not talk, and you just run the episode.
All right. So what are we gonna dive into tonight, guys?
Nah, tonight, man. Listen, we want to keep it Halloweenish, man, because it's October.
Our goal, right? I don't know how successful it will be, but if I put my mind to it, if Jay puts his mind to it, if Mike puts his mind to it, what up?
Yo, I gotta put that link in there. This shit's killing me, bro.
I know.
Listen, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Everybody who joins in, you know what I mean? When you guys comment, for some reason, Facebook has made this new provision that you got to give them permission to show your name when you do comment. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the
try to
the link
see who it is
into the link into
Oh, what's up, Will?
the comments. If you guys click on the link and just give Facebook permission, it'll allow your name to pop up every time you guys say something. It'll be like, oh, this person said that, this person said this. But until then, it just be like Facebook.
Yo, this is Uncle Bill in the chat.
Uncle Bill. Yo, I ain't seen Uncle Bill in a minute, bro.
Remember him from the basement?
Yeah. You said what? You said Uncle Bill. Is it Uncle Phil?
No, not Phil. Bill.
Uncle Bill.
Remember him?
It's
my old uncle.
It's your
Yeah.
old uncle.
Yeah.
I do remember Uncle Bill.
I don't get new uncles
yes.
that often, so it's my
Okay.
old
Your
uncle.
old
You know what I
uncle.
mean?
All right. Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We love all the uncles, man.
All the uncles.
On the
What's
Facebook,
up, man? Yo,
Facebook Messenger, guys, it says show on stream. What does that mean?
Huh?
you could just show like I can go like this. Look at watch. I can go like this. See down here on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yo, are you still living down in Florida, bro? Wait a minute.
Evacuation time.
tell me you're not down there right now.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully he's well down there.
Yeah. So
Did you go away?
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see. Should be old ass uncle. What?
I don't know where the freaking thing's at, man. I don't know where the thing's at. Can I give a quick? Can I tell you guys about this experience before I dive into
what's up?
thing? So boom, Donnie, you already know.
Oh, we started recording.
Yeah, you know my boom is crazy. So before we dive into tonight's topic, and we're just gonna reference it so people can understand what we're about to get into tonight, right? So they have an idea. You know what I mean? Tonight we're gonna go with different themes throughout October for like Halloween and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tonight we want to talk about ghosts. If you guys believe in ghosts, first of all, and if you do, what do you think they are, right? And share any ghost stories that we either heard that affected us or ghostly things that we've experienced personally. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, before we dive into that, because I can't wait, it's gonna be amazing. Donnie, you already know about this one. So this is the one this is the crystal.
Yeah, that's the just the rock.
So yeah, this is the crystal I got out in Salem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black quartz, which is amazing, gives you a crazy feeling. Not everybody was feeling it, and it's all good. You know what I mean? But
can we tell the story about that though?
Yeah. We can tell the story.
So Jay,
you got it.
That's your niece, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So Jay buys this rock. Sorry, Jay. Jay is mad excited, right? He buys this crystal, right? He's like, I gotta have it. I felt it. I need it. I had a connection. I feel like it's gonna be going if I wait. So we go back and get it, right? So he picks up this crystal. He's like, yo, I got this. First of all, this thing's wrapped up like 100,000 times, right? So he's like, everybody was like, yo, let me see it. So he's like, right, just unwrapping this fucking thing,
breaking sweat.
So then he pulls it out, right?
Whoa, pause.
No pause. Oh, he said, real quick, he said he's in the Panhandle. No weather. He's good. He's good.
Perfect. God bless. Hell
yeah. So he pulls his crystal out, right? And everybody's looking at it, right? Everybody's trying to feel it, right? So they're like, do I feel something? He hands it to his little niece, right? And she goes, oh my God, it's just a rock. Yo, Jay was like, give me that shit back.
Yo, give me that thing, man. Come on, man. That ain't right.
The way she said it, though, she was like, oh my God, it's just a rock. And I was like, oh, wow.
Like slow burn. But yo, I remember there was one I seen out there that I really wanted. And the joint was like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was definitely hitting with them Salem prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I came back. I did my due diligence. You know, I hopped on one of my favorite places, Facebook Market, because you could get a lot of cool
shout
stuff.
out Facebook. Please don't block
out, man. We love you, Facebook. Don't be blocking us, baby. Come on, baby.
Yeah. If I could have another uncle in my life, it'd be Mark Zuckerberg.
There we go. So I hopped on there. Turn that off, bro. Yeah. And that was an example of ghostly activity. All right, Mike's gonna fix that. It's still going crazy, Mike. Mike is still going crazy. What is happening? Mike's having technical difficulties. He's gonna fix it. But in the meantime, while he's fixing that, let me just go ahead and make sure I'm doing this correctly. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep trying. Nope.
Yeah, this joint's going crazy. So I came back. I found the same one, Donnie.
Oh,
so this
shit.
is. Yeah, I know you can't see it because of green screen, but
I can kind of in the middle. You can kind of see the blue.
You can see the blue, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at.
It's tough because of the green screen coloring. It messes with images.
Yeah. So I came back. I found somebody. You know what I mean? And yo, honestly, I told her I was gonna give her a shout out tonight because real talk, she was super amazing with the customer service and
Wait 1 sec.
Yeah. Nah, Mike's still crazy. She was super amazing with the customer service. You know what I mean? So shout out to her. She got an online Facebook market store. Her name is Brianna Church, yo. She got mad crystals, mad stuff you guys can check out. But check it out. I didn't expect this. because I told her, yo, I'm gonna get it. Da da da. We went through the whole thing.
Hold on, Mike's trying to talk. Wait. Mike.
Yeah, my computer bugged out. I don't know what it did. It just
Are you
literally.
good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
It's doing that echo thing.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
We just gotta turn off the echo thing.
Wait,
Oh, it's off, it's off. You're good.
check. Yeah,
You're
we're good. We're good. Yeah, all right. So you gonna do a shout out, you said?
Yeah. So she did the thing, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The customer service was amazing, but then she went above and beyond and actually sent me a video of her like packaging my stuff, giving me shout outs and all that. So I want to
Oh,
play the
shit.
video how
Okay.
she put it together, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
one of the things she did, she also gave me this little bag with some smaller crystals, some stickers, a nice little card in there. All
Is
of that
this
stuff.
all right? Is this something that she sells, or like is
Yeah.
it like a business for her?
It's a business for her. So I
Oh,
thought
hell
it was,
yeah!
I thought she just had one at the house. I'm like, oh, she got one
Right.
at
I
the
thought
house. and
when
selling it.
you were talking to me the other day, I thought it was like someone just was selling it because they had, you know what I mean? I didn't know it was like a little business that they
That's
were
what
doing.
I thought. You know what I mean? But then when I seen how she did it, I'm like, oh, this is some real stuff. So check in. One day maybe we'll get on the podcast. But check this out.
Next up is an order for Jason. Jason got this lovely Labradorite freeform for a great price, and he's picking up locally, so we do not have to pack it up in a box. Let's pick his freebies. I think I'm going to go right here. Dear. This is a reminder to be more gentle with yourself and others. The grace, sensitivity, and gentleness of the spirit animal echo the qualities brought forth when living from the earth. Heart. I don't know. My brain may have just read that wrong. For Jason, this petrified wood popped out. And then this little piece of selenite also. So those are his. We've got some stickers. I tried to pick the only manly man stickers I have. And a little polar bear this time. The incense. This is the chakra cleansing incense. And a little scoop of chips. There is some selenite in there, obsidian, labradorite, a little piece of petrified wood, bumblebee jasper, and high quality golden rutile. Now time to pack up this beautiful piece. It is time to say goodbye to it. She has been in our shop for a very long time.
So yeah, shout out to Brianna Church, yo, running her joint amazing.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was just getting one thing. I got a whole package, and the customer service was amazing.
Yo, you know
so
what's
I would
crazy about
recommend
that
her
too
for
is
sure.
that if you spent the money at the place, you would have never had experienced this right here. So I think it was like
Exactly.
fate that you got it through her.
Exactly.
You were like, let me wait, and then you found it again,
Mhm.
the exact one, and then you got all this extra stuff and a new contact now.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Made
that's
that
crazy.
connection.
Yo.
So
You awoken the background person.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because
yo,
of the
I activated
simulation.
Yo, I won't say it because not
You
everybody knows what we're
activated
talking
a
about.
background
But
person.
if you guys have extra time, just look up backdrop people and then see how you activate them, and it's amazing. So yeah, eventually we're gonna have to get her on the show because I know you have a lot of questions and a lot of people are like, yo, I'm holding these crystals, but I don't feel nothing. Right?
Right.
I don't get no sensation. So maybe we can have her come on and break it down a little bit. But go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Where's she located?
So she's
Yeah,
in Mass.
put her whole address
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
I don't want to put her address up, but she's in Mass. Yeah, she's
Okay.
in Mass.
I need to know where you know.
Yeah. She's in Mass. Yep,
What's
she's
your
in-
social security number?
Nah, she's in Mass. It wasn't far. It was like maybe like a 20-minute drive for me. So she's definitely local enough to get to her. And then I
Oh,
think
yeah.
if not, she has shipping options. So
Yeah, well, that's what it made it sound like.
Special guest coming on, maybe in the future.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It sounded like at the beginning of that thing too. She was like, "We don't have to, he's local, so we don't have to box it up." So it sounds like
Exactly.
she would be potentially able to ship.
To ship it out. Yep.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to share that.
No,
with
that's
you
cool.
guys. It
That's
was-
really
it was
cool.
amazing.
I mean, it crystals. I mean, it's like, that's kind of Halloweenish.
Yeah. But now
So,
let's fly right by that. And let's
Ooh, on a broom?
I was thinking that in my mind.
I bet you were. Sick freak.
Let's talk about this, man, because I was having a conversation the other day with someone, and I won't say any names, but what they were saying to me is that, they were telling me how someone told them about a relative of theirs that passed away, and how this relative was actually coming to visit them. You know what I mean? And when they're sharing the story with me, they're like, "Yo, they didn't say yo, but they're like, I don't believe in that. Like, I don't believe that." Your relatives can come back and visit you.
Wait.
And all that. Like, so what do you
So
guys
wait. I just want to break this down a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're explaining to you that their relative comes and visits them,
No,
but
that someone else had shared that with them.
so this is like so someone told them, hey, your relatives are
No,
visiting
like
you.
someone told them that their relatives were
Right,
visiting
right. That's
them.
what I'm
So that
saying.
would be like if I
So
told you,
someone that is connected told them that their relatives coming to see them, like they keep coming to see them, but that person's like, yo, I don't believe that. They don't feel anything. They don't feel any connection
Mhm.
when none of that.
None of it. So not that they're coming to see them, but it would be like if I told you, Donnie, like hypothetically, if I was like, Donnie, my deceased family member is coming back and visiting me,
Yeah.
telling you that they're coming back to visit me, and you're like, well, oh yeah, 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 and then after you're like, oh, I don't really believe in that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that that person's family member was coming back and visiting them, but the individual who was sharing the story was saying that their own their own family member was coming
Oh,
back
I
to.
got.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I'm curious, Donnie and Mike. I'm curious, Donnie, first and foremost. Then we'll pass the ball to Mike. I know you said you kind of believe like, oh, when we die, that's it. Like there's nothing
Me?
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's just very hard to like because and I'm not like taking anything away from you,
yep.
but there's been multiple like ideas of what happens. You've gone down multiple roads of what happens when you
Hmm.
die. So I'm like, all right, either people are confused, people are finding out new information, or it's just based off of whatever they want to believe that week.
Got you.
Because
So
like I remember when Ashley V was on last
yeah.
season, you guys talked about space, like, oh, you go out into another dimension, blah blah blah, like you just keep doing parallel stuff, and now it's you can come back as something else, and then it was so it has switched multiple times, and that's
Okay.
why I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm reading a comment.
Oh.
Sorry, someone
I
uh
thought.
Bill
I
put
thought.
another comment up. My bad. He goes, I think
Nah, it's
that's
fine.
your subconscious. It's a part of your brain that's telling you you missed that person.
Mm.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that
I could.
makes pretty sense.
I could entertain
I
that.
do have a lot of like what makes me think about that kind of stuff like that. Exactly like the other person is. Remember when I didn't believe in that stuff at all?
Yeah.
I'd have dreams about family members that had passed away, right? Like
Hmm.
really close dreams. Like I wake up and I had to like look around, like, wait, damn. Like it was the dream was in the room that I'm in. So I'm like,
Hmm.
wait, was I actually awake when that happened, or was I dreaming? So like that's what kind of made me like it's I'm literally in the same spot that I was in.
So
Okay. What about you, Mike?
say, I feel like your soul. I feel like everybody's soul is a parasite. And let me say why I say that.
Would you just call me?
Anyway.
Parasites. Souls are like parasites.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
let
Okay. Yeah. No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Break it down. Break it down.
So most parasites have host and they live through their host until their host dies. So just think when we die, if our soul is a parasite, it just moves on to something else and it takes over that and it stays in that until inside that until it dies.
So
Think
how come you can't remember the last subject you were in?
because I mean parasites aren't they don't remember that's just their job. They hop from host to host and they live within that host. The so when a parasite is inside of a cricket, right? A cricket still does everything a cricket does, right? It lives its normal life until it dies from that parasite eating it until it's no more. So pretty much as we age, it's just our soul feeding off of us until we die. Does
Yo.
that make sense?
Yo. I'm not laughing at what you're saying. I'm laughing because that joint made my brain really think in pretzel mode. Because I never in my life have I heard this hypothesis. But as you're explaining it, I'm not gonna lie. I can't say that it sounds like complete BS because it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like how you said, like, oh, it attached to the host, it lives in the host until it eventually kills the host. Then you was like, oh, like, it being attached to our body, we start to deteriorate, we get old, we age, all that type of stuff, and then we die, and then it moves on. Um, where where did that come from? I'm curious. Where like
That just came from me. That's what I always thought.
okay, okay,
I never heard that anywhere else. I've never heard nobody say anything like that. But every time I think about, damn, like what is it? What is your soul? What could it be?
hmm
Inside my mind, I'm like, it could be a parasite. And that's why we're slowly dying day by day. Nobody's slowly getting healthier or slowly getting better. I mean, maybe temporarily,
yep,
but it's the same way if let's say let's use I don't know, like a worm inside of a
Oh
bird,
no. Let's use a water buffalo.
a water buffalo, right?
Yep.
So say if it has worms inside of it, and
Yep.
they're feeding off of the water buffalo, and that water buffalo stops drinking water, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get sick, and he's gonna get real sick. But if he starts drinking water again, he's gonna feel better until he stops drinking water again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the parasites are gonna slowly deplete his body of all the nutrients and everything that he needs. So it's real easy to, I guess, say that your soul could be a parasite.
Yo, and Donnie, you was like, yo, how come if that's the case, then how come the parasite don't remember anything? But in actuality, we looked at that on one of the other episodes where people come back and they remember their past lives. Like they know who they were, they know what their name was, they know where they lived, they know who they were married to, like
That's
they know
true,
all
yeah,
of that
yeah.
shit.
But not in every case, though.
Not
I
every
mean,
case.
You know what I mean? I mean, it could be just say there's different types of parasites. There's different types of souls.
Bill said, "What about a tree?"
Like, huh? What?
He said, "What about a tree?"
In
A
what
tree?
sense?
I don't know. Literally it says, "What about a tree?"
Oh, when a tree gets a parasite, it dies.
It dies.
Okay.
Hey, can you just name the episode? It dies.
It died. It's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Damn, what the hell was I gonna say? I was gonna say something in regard to that.
Ooh, somebody got ADHD.
Jesus, I totally lost it, man. Mike, you was talking about how it could be potentially a parasite.
And then we talked about how it switched bodies, but can't
how
remember.
it could switch bodies. Oh, yeah. So what I would say, because I got stuck for a minute, but what I'm saying is this. Yeah, you see me get stuck? It was almost like I was Kamala Harris and my teleprompter turned off. But
Fuck, it's always going back to politics, bro.
I'm sorry. It's an important time. But okay, so let's move past that. I want to say this, right?
Kamala.
Yo, I want to say this, man. Have any of you guys? I know, Donnie, you said you had some dreams of loved ones that passed away, right?
Yeah.
But have you ever? Because I'm going to share this, right? When I was in this conversation with this person, I shared with them that I do believe that your loved ones can come back and connect with you, and I have experienced that, and I'll share that with you guys here shortly. But one of the things that leads me to stand 10 toes down in this, regardless of my own personal experience, is that, like, when someone enters the room before you actually see them. Like, if you're at the house and, like, say your mom's coming around the corner, you might get a quick feeling like that energy of your mom's there, and you turn, your mom's right there. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever felt someone enter the room before you actually see them?
Yeah, I could say I have.
You know what I
Not
mean?
every time. Not every time.
Not every time. But
There's sometimes I'm like, whoa, I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. Like,
that sounded like you was like whacking off or something. Whoa, I didn't see you there.
Whoa.
Get out.
For real. People don't knock anymore. But yeah.
Like, we'll be right back.
But the reason why I say that is because when people be like, oh, like
hey, I'll be in the bathroom. Oh, here's what's that? Oh boy.
All right. Anyways, you were saying, yeah.
No, I was just saying that when people be like, oh, this person came to visit me, or I seen this loved one that passed away. Like, I was sharing with them, it's like, you got to be careful because you might see something and be like, oh, like something might appear to you as a loved one or someone you lost, right? To gain your trust and gain access to you. You know what I mean? But I shared this with them, and I also shared this with a couple of my, like, actual clients too. You know what I mean? Because people have told me, like, oh, I feel like this person is coming back to visit me. What I always tell them is that if you feel like someone's coming back to visit you, it's not enough to see them and hear them. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what you're seeing and hearing.
Right,
it could be something posing as them. You know what I mean?
A lot of people say, like, butterflies, like, oh, that's, like they connect things with other, like, like their favorite object. All of a sudden, that object, like, let's say it's a bird, right? All of a sudden, that bird just shows up, like, every day at the same time, like, all the time. Like, that never happened before, but as soon as they died, now that bird's just showing up all the time. So it's very possible what you're saying is, like, I think you're getting at like you feel them, right? Like
You got to be able to feel them. Like
presence,
it's not enough to see them and hear them. You got to be able to feel that person's presence. You know what I mean? Like when my dad passed away, there was a lot of times, like even to this day, like I'll be chilling and then I could feel him enter the space. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not connecting it with something super sentimental to have anybody be like, oh damn, I can't say like I feel something different. No. Share what you guys feel. This is an open conversation. I'm just sharing with you guys my experiences. Because I remember one that stuck out to me is when I first purchased my house, right? I was in my basement and I'm painting the walls. Like I'm painting and getting everything set up, right? And literally, like, it was crazy. Like I'm painting and I just felt my dad enter the room. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt his energy in the room. And I'm like, it was like, okay, I know what this is. You know what I mean? But I didn't stop what I was doing and I'm just like, okay, he's here. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just painting, keep painting. And then audibly out of my own mouth as I'm painting, you know what I mean? It was like, I said verbatim, it was like, I'm painting. And it was like, I'm proud of you. And I stopped painting because I didn't be like, I'm proud of you to myself. Like, it was like him speaking through me. You know what I mean? So when I'm painting, it's like, yo, I'm proud of you. Like I stopped and it was like overwhelming. Like, you know what I mean? Like I had a moment because it's holy shit. Like I felt him in the space and then I felt him come through in that statement. And it was just like a full circle experience. And he showed up a bunch of times, but that was just one that stuck out to me. You know what I mean?
did something that my grandfather used to do all the time the other day, and I had to stop. I was like, "Yo, that was not me. Like that was not me." I had the same kind of experience. Like my grandfather used to sit in the computer room, and he used to like yell. Like he'll say stuff like just funny. He was a big comedian.
Yep.
And he'll be like, he goes, like he'll just I just random stuff, just stupid like random stuff. But I did it the other day, and I was like, nobody was home. It was just me. So I was like, why the fuck did I say that? I'm like, I don't think that was me. Like I don't think it was just weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
Real quick, let's catch up. Bill said, "Does trees have souls?"
Yo, everything has a soul. I feel like everything has a soul. Everything is connected. You know what I mean?
Everything has a purpose, right? Like everything.
It's all one.
Everything is here to do something. There's nothing here on this planet that doesn't have a role.
So, it's all intertwined. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you think about our hand, our feet, our cells, our veins, our lungs.
Well, not just us. I'm saying like grass
but
has a purpose. Like a bumblebee. As much as everybody gets annoyed and scared when they come around, I mean, we need those to survive because that creates oxygen for us because they create plants. So it's like it's a crazy like the ecosystem is very weird.
Yeah. Now I was saying in the sense of that to us, we understand that this is our body and it has multiple functions and multiple things working all at once that make our body. You know what I mean? But the same way all those multiple things and multiple functions and all those thousands of things happening at once make our body and give us capability. It's the same thing that we're living inside of. All of these thousands of things that seem random to us is all part of one thing. You know what I mean? So everything is everything. You know what I mean? Like everything that's happening on a microscopic level is happening on the largest level we can imagine. It's one thing happening like across the spectrum. You know what I mean?
Spirit talk. I'm all ears. Everything has a purpose, even fruit flies.
It's very short for them though. They have one day to figure out their purpose and then they're dead. They dead.
I don't know who put the other one.
Which one?
That wasn't.
Yeah, you're a little bit low though.
Really low, actually.
Yeah, you're kind of really low. Let me go to my Facebook and see if I can just look.
I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna try to keep taking the comments here.
Okay, yeah, because it really sucks that. Oh, Megan. Oh, she said even fruit flies have a purpose. Spiritual talk. I'm all ears. Yeah, that was Megan. Shout out to Megan in the breath work, man. I got to get over to the breath work class, man.
Yo, it's breath.
Nah, you already know breath.
Breath.
Nah, I like the F on it. Breath. I like the breath. I gotta get to the breath work, man.
Breath work.
Yo, I did, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I'm also excited to say this at the same time, right? So I did one breath work class with Megan.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah.
I know she did it. You know, we did a show with her a long time ago, right?
Oh, I gotta say something while she's here, but go ahead.
Okay, I did one with her. That joint changed my life and my entire reality. Just doing one session. Swear to God.
So,
and I don't say that lightly, bro. Like it changed everything, bro.
We didn't even talk about this, right? So this conversation has never happened. What's that, Mike?
Am I still really low?
No, you're
good
back.
right now.
You're back.
You gotta
Mike,
talk
Mike,
closer
you
to the
back.
mic like
Yeah, you
that.
got to get closer to the mic, man.
I said just elaborate on that a little bit, how it changed your life.
Oh, okay. I will share the story. So, the breath work, basically the breath work, you go into the class, obviously gonna get you relaxed. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, but I'm gonna tell you how it changed my life. When I did the breath work, obviously anybody who knows me, you know I'm a super spiritual person. I'm super in tuned, all of that stuff. But when I did the class, you know what I mean? As I'm going through these breathing exercises, she said it in the beginning. She's like, some of you guys are gonna get sensations in your body that's weird. You're gonna get hot, you're gonna get cold, you're gonna be shaking, you're gonna be doing all this stuff. As I'm hearing that, I'm like, I ain't gonna be shaking and crying and like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna feel something, but I ain't gonna be shaking and crying and all this type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yo, Mike, we found Jay in the corner. He was like,
I'm a man, I'm a boy, you know what I mean? But nah. So we're doing the class, I'm doing these breathing techniques. So at first I start to feel these sensations in my body. I start getting hot, then I get cold, then I feel these tinglings, then it's going crazy. My body's starting to go crazy. Then I'm not gonna lie, I'm being transparent with you guys. I started crying. I don't know why I'm crying, but I'm crying and I can't stop. You know what I mean? And then I'm breathing heavier because I'm like, I gotta go all the way into this thing. Like you know, I'm an extremist. So if I'm gonna do it for real. So I'm breathing my hardest. Like, you know what I mean? And then there was a moment of just like pure peace. Like the most peaceful moment I've ever felt in my entire life.
really?
It was almost like nothing else existed. Just me in that moment.
Right.
And now this is where you guys are gonna say you're either gonna say that's crazy or you're gonna say he's crazy. It's up to you.
No.
But
See, I fully believe in it because my story isn't as long, right? It's not.
Yeah.
I didn't go through all this process, but I was having a panic attack at work. I called you about that, but I was like trying to come up with a solution. I was like, how do I get out of? How do I snap out of this, right?
Yep.
And I was like, all right. I was like not hyperventilating, but I could tell my breathing was off. I was like breathing a lot heavier, and I was like, all right. So then all of a sudden, don't tell me how this happened, but that episode when she was in it, when Megan was in it, and she was talking about, hey, do you guys breathe from your chest or your belly? And I was like, yo, breathe from your belly, Donnie. And I was like, I was doing like these long, I was at a red light. I must have looked like the weirdest dude because I was like, right? I swear to God, all of a sudden, nothing mattered. I was like, yo, I don't give a shit. Like, this day's gonna go on whether I wanted to or not. So we're just gonna continue. Like, I just everything bad that happened, I was like, fuck it. I don't care.
It was gone.
It was gone.
It was gone, man.
I was like, yo, that shit works. So now I take 5 seconds, I breathe, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. Nah, that shit was crazy, bro. Once I got to that place of peace, like I had an out of body experience and I went somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you know when you come to my office, you see that Sirius star system on the wall?
Yeah.
The reason why I have that up there is because when I left my body, I had that out of body experience. This is where it goes. This is where it goes deep. Some people can go, some people can't. You know what I mean? When I had the out of body experience, I went there and I had a whole experience there.
Who fucking cares?
You know what I mean? Yo, fuck you guys and your soundboards. I don't know who pressed that button, man, but yo, it's gonna be a cold Christmas. But yeah. Now I was out in the Sirius star system, man. And I had an encounter out there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yo,
I don't want to dive into it. I swear to God, on everything I love in my life.
I got him again.
Oh, you stupid, dog.
Every time he says, "Yo, I was in the Sirius star
come on,
system," I'm like,
man.
"You serious?" He's like, "Yeah."
I'm like, "Yo, yeah, man. I'm trying to tell you." But yeah,
but that's crazy, bro. For real.
But yeah, that's that.
Everything in your office is crazy because it's like super connected to you for some reason. But when you walk in, it's like it's not random. Like it all kind of ties in together. So you're like, oh, this was well put together. And you're like, oh, I did this because I felt this, and I did this because this has happened to me, and I did that. And I'm like, yo, it's all looks good though. It's all uniform. Like there's nothing out of place that you walk in there and be like, why the fuck is that in here?
Yo, you know what's funny? You know the paintings that I painted on the wall?
Yeah.
The one that's behind the couch and the one of
the
like the girl on the wall and everything?
Yeah.
That's what I saw when I had that out of body experience. I came back and I painted it.
Well, that's weird.
Exactly. But yeah, that's that. But yeah.
Megan said, "Oh my, wait, it'd be like that. All crying is a huge emotional release, and it brings you bliss."
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god,
what it
I'm
was.
dead right now. Wow, that's impactful as fuck. Thank you for sharing that.
Nah, 100, man. Like honestly, like I said, I only been to one, but it's not because it wasn't fire. It's just because you already know we entrepreneur. She's entrepreneur. We always running around. She, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She running around, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna make the time to get back because that shit was.
Hey, we should go. Is it just
That shit
a
was
one-on-one or is it a group session?
The one I went to was group session, but I'm pretty sure she does a one-on-one. But
Well,
you know,
I'm saying
we should
go to a group. That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
do
We
it.
should all just go to a
Let's
group.
do an uncut joint.
Yeah,
let's
hell
do it.
yeah.
Go there and film it.
Yo,
That
we
way I
could
can get. I'll get close up of you guys crying.
I cry so ugly, dude. I cry.
I think everybody does. I never
know
seen
what?
somebody cry
My
like.
crying
cute.
reminds me of like
We're talking about engaging in sex acts.
Donnie's crying during sex. Oh snap! I don't know who. I know it's Megan. She said, "Let's do it." Yeah, let's do it. We should do a breathwork session, but film it and put that joint on the stream, bro.
yeah, I'm down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna set that joint up.
all together on here. Like if she was a special guest on here, we could all do it while we're live streaming.
Nah,
We,
bro, I ain't
she
about to
was
be
a
on
spe-
here crying on the camera. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Have a little snot
hey,
coming on right here.
ain't
and shit.
nothing.
It ain't gonna happen, bro.
I'm not cutting you crying out of the video though, so you're
Nah,
staying
I
in the
know
video.
you be doing a close up on me and shit.
Yo, and I know you be nasty crying too with the boogers falling out your nose.
Nah, yo, can I tell you? Can I
First of
tell
all,
you? Can I tell you
can't
guys
deny
some
it.
dark
That's your
humor?
brother. That's your brother. So you can't deny
Hold
it.
on, hold on,
He
hold on, hold
knows
on,
you.
hold on. No.
Chicken blood.
Listen,
Chicken
can
blood.
can I tell you guys a dark humor story, man?
Go ahead.
This is
Oh,
dark humor.
your mom's in the house. She said hi.
Is she? Oh, what's up, mom? And we can't see who it is, but
How's that
yeah.
phone work?
I
How's
got
the
it
phone
right here. I
work?
got it right
All right, Donnie's right there. So listen, dark humor. I'm gonna say this, then we're gonna go back to the ghost thing, right?
Yep.
So this is dark humor. I'm sorry. I really apologize for what I'm about to share, but it was hilarious. So, man, yo, nah, I ain't sharing with just me on the screen. You guys try to throw me under the bus, yo. So, yo, I go to a funeral. I told you this is dark humor. So I go to a funeral. There's somebody I know, and I know everybody there, right? Now, just for the, let me put it this way, it's not family, so that way none of my family try to kill me. It wasn't family, but it was somebody I know. You know what I mean? So I go to the funeral. I'm walking up to the casket. I get to the casket. You know, I'm like, damn, like doo. I got the waterworks. I'm sad. I'm like, fuck. Like, why does that have to happen?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm bummed. I go to the line of the people. I'm shaking hands. I'm hugging people. I'm like, shit, man. Like, yo, this ain't even.
Tell me you were at the wrong funeral.
No. Like, I'm like, yo, this ain't supposed to happen, man. Like, you know what I mean? I got my
Right.
eyes closed. I'm shaking my head like, yo, this ain't supposed to happen, man. And I open my eyes and I see somebody I know, and they're crying, but they're crying hysterically, which makes sense. I get it. But as they're crying, this huge snot bubble came out like this, like a big, like bubblicious, like a bubblicious bubble came out like, and then they came towards me to hug me, and I shook their hand like, yo, sorry for your loss, and got out of there. Like, yo.
I love Jason. He's great to work with.
And I felt terrible, but I can't have no bubble snot on the side of my face. You know what I mean?
My God, dude.
Take that bubble and you like
bro.
it.
Yo, and I loved him to death, but nah, nobody puts a bubble snot on me, bro. Not gonna happen.
Yo, I promise you, one day I'm gonna bubble snot you.
Never gonna happen.
We just popped and landed on you.
Yo, I would have fell out, bro. I would have fell out right there. You know,
Yo.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. I would have fell out right there, bro. For real.
That's
Oh,
terrible,
shit.
dude.
I
can't
know.
believe-
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but it was
my
too
God.
fun. It was funny. You know, life throws you them curveballs, but it's funny. But rewind. We took a little turn, which I love. Let's do it every time. But now that let's see, man. Yo,
Oh, it's not up on the screen yet. Yo, Joe K, you're in the house.
Joe Kid, baby, let's go, Joe Kids. Bong. Hey, so
There he is.
Ghost. Donnie, I have to ask you because you got all this ghost equipment.
It's not
But
that
you don't-
much. Everybody says I bought
I
a
know,
bunch
I
of.
know.
I bought.
But
I
you-
bought
you
a
look
little
like a
cheap thing
Ghostbuster.
and a couple balls.
You look like a couple what?
A couple cheap balls.
Yo, You look like a Ghostbuster.
It
But you say
wasn't-
you don't believe in anything after we die. So where did the ghosts come
We're
from?
talking about engaging in sex acts.
Where did the ghosts come from?
Where did it come from?
No. All right. What do you guys? Do you guys believe in ghosts? And if you do, what do you think ghosts are? If you don't believe in afterlife, what do you think ghosts are then?
All right, so here's my issue. Because I'm on the fence, right? I think ghosts are afterlife, but I don't believe in afterlife. So that's where my
I know.
fence
I
is.
don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Here's the issue, right? The fuck was that?
I wasn't sure which one of
That
you
was
did
the issue.
I didn't do it.
that shit.
Keep your hands off that mouse.
And I
I'm joking. No more.
No
No
wonder
more.
why we get locked, dude.
I know. Nah, go ahead though. But you say you believe in ghosts, but
I
you
do
don't
and
believe in the
yeah.
afterlife.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, I believe that there is an afterlife for your spirit. Like your spirit does it, but like for you to come back as something else, I don't see it. So I believe in the whole you're stuck in the middle kind of thing. Like you haven't going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like your spirit is stuck in this like dimension where like what a ghost. Like you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I was told before, that spirits and ghosts that we see are souls that aren't ready to cross over
That's
yet.
what I believe in. Yeah,
Or
that's what I
it's
believe in.
people that died before they wanted to die, and they feel like their time on earth was cut short and they have the option to go, but they don't want to.
Right.
Now,
Because-
Mike, would you say that those people are stuck here forever, or do they ever
No.
reach a point where they can go?
No, I feel like some people are trapped here, but I feel like some people, that's not the case for some people. I
So-
feel like some people have the option to go, but they just don't want to, because say if like, God forbid, like let's say today I'm like chilling here and I know I have so many things to do and I want to get done, and then accidentally, tragically, I die tomorrow. And then I had all these things that I wanted to do that I didn't get done. So I died and I wasn't ready to die. It was like a freak accident or something like that.
Yep.
You don't cross over because you feel like you still have to be here. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
feel like
think
you still have to protect certain people. You still have to do certain things. And if you leave and you go, you ain't coming back.
right.
Because once you're there, you're there. I feel like
Yeah.
once you get in, if there is a such thing as heaven and hell, I feel like once you get there and you're in heaven, there's no way out. You're there. That's your eternal resting place. That's where you go to be for the rest of your life.
Right.
And there's something different there, and you're not coming back to this world.
So I think the TV show Ghost, right?
Yep.
That's what I believe in. And I know it's a comedy show. I know it's a sitcom. There's a TV show called Ghost. It's a
Oh, I thought you were talking
comedy-
about Ghosts with Patrick Swayze.
No,
and
no,
Whoopi
no, no,
Goldberg.
no,
Okay.
no, the actual TV show.
I never seen it.
It's to break it down to you. This lady fell down a flight of stairs, bumped her head. She could see ghosts now.
Okay.
It's just funny though. It's not like
see
nothing
that
serious about it. But there's what about it I think is real, is that the ghosts are there until they find their closure. So they
Mhm.
don't have closure, right? They don't have when they become whole, like when they find their closure, all of a sudden they get blasted off into what do you call it? To heaven, pretty much.
Okay. Okay.
So I think that's what I believe in, is like there's no closure, or you're not, like Mike said, you're not ready to say goodbye yet, So I think that's what that is. But what I don't subscribe into, and the confusion right there, is that I don't see you coming back as something else. I think once like Donnie Rhodes is done, that's it. Like there's not another me in another body somewhere else has a different identity. You know what I mean? I think
That
once you're done,
parasite
you're
is
done.
Gone.
So you don't believe? So you're saying like, all right, Donnie, not Donnie.
I don't believe
Let's
in
just say
reincarnation.
John
I don't
Smith.
believe in that anything like that.
So there's no coming back.
There's no coming back.
One and
I
done.
think once you're in the ground, you're in the ground.
Okay.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
obviously with information and now connecting to this new spiritual thing that you're putting on me. Exactly. You're starting to rub off, and it's like, all right. I started looking at tarot cards the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Mission accomplished. I should pull some cards on the episode. Huh?
Say it again.
I'm gonna suggest something. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Houston.
you should really try mushrooms.
I think I was just on him for a
Nah,
second.
you know what? I would not do that. But there is one thing I would do.
What's
But here's the thing. See, now we're gonna go back there, but we're not gonna stay there. But I'm gonna mention it to you guys. One of the things that drove me to like, oh, I'm gonna do this breath work stuff is that I want to take the F off of it for Donnie. Breath. Is that it induces the DMT naturally to release in your body.
Is
And I was
DMT a
always like, yo, I'm
drug
gonna do some
also?
D. It is, but it's naturally produced in your body.
Right,
Like,
that's
your
what
body
I'm saying.
naturally produces it.
I watched the Rogan episode where they were talking about DMT and with what's his name, the boxer.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
So-
and
Yep.
they were talking about DMT and like he said something about like if you're the first time he did it, after he did it, he was never afraid of death again because he experienced it. And I was like, what?
Mike Tyson said he died. He's like, I died when I did it.
He's like, I saw everything. I saw. He was like, what did you look like? He's like, it's not. You don't see that. It's beyond that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I like it's something I want to experience, but deathly afraid of trying. Like
Well, he said it kills the ego.
DMT is like mushrooms on steroids, like 100 times worse. So
yeah.
it takes
See,
you to a whole nother world.
how did Donnie die? Well, he tried to learn how to die. Like that's like I'm afraid of that, bro. Like imagine that as being an obituary. Like how did he die? Well, he wanted to experience death. Like no
And
shit.
he succeeded.
Exactly.
He succeeded.
Oh my god.
See, I'm on the opposite spectrum. So like how you said, oh, I think once you die, that's it. It's over. You don't come
Yeah.
back. Da 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 da. I believe, and I'll tie this into ghosts, but I believe that we live, we die, we keep coming back. You know what I mean? We keep showing up, and we keep experiencing life through different vessels. You know what I mean? And each time we experience life through a different vessel, we learn these different lessons, and we have these different experiences that contribute to like life on a grand scale. You know what I mean? I do believe that there is a point. So here's where I'm at, right? Because nobody really knows, and I don't know. My stuff evolves as I learn different things. But this is what I do believe. I believe that you continue to come back until you reach the point of, like, you guys heard of I'm gonna botch the word because I get tongue tied on it. But ascension, like ascending, like you ascend, right? You know what I mean? So I believe there's another level to reality and existence, but you can't ascend there until you master this level of life. So like I feel like you live, there's lessons you learn. If you don't learn enough, or you don't reach a level of being, then you die and you have to repeat the whole thing again. Almost like if you go to the third grade, you don't pass the test, you got to take the third grade again. I think you keep living in this time and space until you reach a point of or a point where you're ready to ascend to the next level of whatever existence is.
I'm gonna put in on that.
Yep.
So somebody said, "Do you believe in energy?" Right?
Yeah.
Wow, that was Megan.
And yeah,
energy is
has a
real.
lot to
Hell
do
yeah.
with it. But I feel like everything is I feel like everything is here right in front of us, but we're on different frequencies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So our mind, our brain only allows us to see certain things.
Mm-hmm.
We can't how do I say it? We can't put it all together. Like our brain doesn't like click like that.
Mhm.
So there's certain colors we can't see. There's certain objects we won't see. You get what I'm saying? It's
We only see 0.7% of everything that's in existence.
exactly. So just think that if ghosts or aliens or whatever, they're just on a different frequency, but they're right here in front of us. We just don't see it.
Do you think that they're crossing frequencies like at certain points? That's why we're able to see
I
them
feel
once in a
like that's
while?
why we have people that are like empaths, and that's why we have people that are psychic, and that's why we have people that can see and do things that nobody else can do because they're on a mixed frequency. It's just when your frequency is right, it's right. When it's off. And that's why
Fucking
certain people,
storms.
I'm serious, like certain people are very intelligent, certain people are very dumb. It's just about your frequency that you're on. You can't, how can I say, like I'm on a low frequency. But
Why you think you're about to turn into a zombie or some shit?
but
You're like,
but
what can I
yeah,
say? I'm on a low frequency.
yeah,
Like
I'm
what?
low
For real.
frequency.
For real. About to go Walking Dead on us or some shit.
That's what I feel certain things like that. I feel like
Yeah, no,
if-
that actually kind of makes sense. It's crazy to like think about what you're missing. Like think about what is around you right now that you can't see. There could be like billions of things in your room right now.
like
Mhm.
Donnie,
you-
you're into the ghost hunting too, right?
Yeah.
Now you know what a spirit box is, right?
Yep.
It's where a little radio, you turn it on and it goes through different frequencies and it picks a voice. And then they come through on that frequency. And then they have the EMF detectors. That's a frequency.
I have an
Everything's on
EMF
frequency,
detector. Yeah.
right?
It's all
And then
energy. EMF detector isn't just for ghost hunting. It's a device that picks up electric magnetic fields.
it's electric frequency and magnetic fields, but that's all frequency.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all frequency.
Yeah, you're right.
Yo, I want to
So
put something on you guys, and I want you to think about it, right? We're all sitting in our respective spaces right now, right?
Yep.
Yo, we could be surrounded by ghosts and spirits right now. We just can't see them. Like there could be a whole world happening all around us right now. We just can't see it.
That's
You know what I mean?
fucking weird. Do you think that they can see us? Do you think we're just invisible to each other?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Because if you notice a lot of ghost stories that you hear,
Mhm.
the ghost is just living their own life, like they're doing their own motions. So right, like, oh, I saw a ghost walk down the stairs.
Mhm.
I think it's when like so here's where we're gonna get into different types of ghosts, right?
Mhm.
And I don't want to go too much on it because it's already 9 o'clock. So we'll talk about the different types of ghosts next time.
Yeah.
But what I think might happen is that so like I don't want to say regular ghost because obviously there's names for everything, but like a good ghost, like ones that don't bother like cause harm.
Yep.
I think just like if you would just see like a family member or something like that, like oh I saw my dad or I saw my grandparents, blah blah blah. I think it's like they don't see you either. I think they're just going in the motion, right? But like you can cross over a little bit. I think the ones that can bounce back and forth, whether it's a psychic on the human side or like a demon on the other side,
Mhm.
is where they do the cross effect.
That makes sense because if you think about it, every time you hear about a ghost story or you're watching like a ghost movie or anything like that, when the person sees the ghost, they're shocked. Oh my God, a ghost, right? But also when the ghost sees the person, they're equally shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ghost is like, whoa. And then they'll start reacting to it.
Right.
So I think yes, what you said, like, yo, do you think they can see us? I think that it's just two different existences happening at the same time. And every once in a while, they cross paths where they become open to each other. But for the most part, there's a whole world of spirits happening that have no clue that we're existing in the same space. Like right now, we're existing in the space we're in right now, right? Guess what? There's probably like 10 to 20 different worlds right around you right now that you have no idea. There's spiders that have a whole world built inside of your house. You have no idea they're there. There's ants that have a whole shit built.
Speaking
you
about
have no
that,
idea that
let's
they're there.
let's
Like,
talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
Do you think animals and spiders and ants and grasshoppers and everything that's tiny like that,
Mhm.
do you think that there's a ghost world for them too? Because we talk about humans, right? But everything has energy, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that there's a ghost spider out there? And I'm not talking like a funny, like little boop, 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 but like, do you think that there's a spiritual ghost world for them too?
For like spiders?
Or I hate this fucking show. I hate this fucking show.
I'm joking. But yeah, no, maybe so. I don't know, man.
Oh,
there has to be.
Today's
though.
the 9th.
Yeah. Why? What happened?
I put my 2 weeks in 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh, today's your last day?
It says my last.
But yo, there has to be. You know what I mean? If there's one for us, there has to be one.
Right, that's
for
what I'm
them,
saying.
too.
Like it would be weird if it was just us, right? It would be weird if it was just humans, not like a dog, not a cat, a spider. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna take a turn. Just a quick turn, then we'll go right back to the conversation. Yo, there is potentially no like us though. And why I say that is like, yo, think about this, right? Think about the molecules that are in your body.
Yeah.
Think about the atoms that are in your body. Think about the blood vessels that's in your body. Think about your toenails. Think about all these different things, right? They're all individual in their own right, but in actuality, they're all just part of one functioning thing that is you. So yeah, we're all individuals. We talk about ghosts, we talk about animals, we talk about insects, we talk about all that. Yo, realistically, if you know the principle that says as above, so below, meaning that reality is happening on all levels the same, respective to the level that you're on. So
Yeah.
for an ant, like an ant to cross from Rhode Island to China is like us trying to go from here to another galaxy. You know what I mean? But if we go from that ant perspective to human perspective, then we could see it's the same, but it's different. But what's after the human perspective, and then what's after that perspective? And if we keep going and going and going and going, like we potentially could. Like when I say we, I'm talking about us as living humans. I'm talking about insects. I'm talking about ghosts. I'm talking about all the things that we consider inside of this reality or things that we can conceive. They may all, in its entirety, be part of one thing. Like it could be all part of like some ugly ass animal that exists in a whole nother dimension. We're thinking like, oh, what is life? What does this all mean? Meanwhile, we're like some fungus on a molecule or an atom on like some huge thing. Like, you know what I mean? So I say that because you said, yo, do we know if insects have souls and all that type of stuff? I believe that it's all one thing. So like when I say if it's for us, it's for them too. I don't see any separation. Like earlier, someone was like, yo, does a tree have soul? Or does a tree have a soul? I'm saying yes. Like trees do have a soul. Like you know what I mean? Because I think that there's one energy that governs all living things, and that we're all plugged into that. We're just different representations of that same thing. Like Mike was talking about frequencies earlier. I think that we're all just a different channel of the same frequency. Like you know what I mean?
Right.
Like my boy Billy Carson talks about. Like, yo, Donnie, you're Cat 105. I'm 106.3. Mike, you're 92.3. Megan's 95.5. Guess what? We're all part of the same radio broadcast with just different frequencies on that same channel.
Right. You can still acquire all of them with one radio. You just have to tune in correctly.
Exactly. So I think all the things we can imagine on the spectrum, no
I'm
matter
more
how
of a
far apart and
98.1
crazy they are,
kind of guy though. So
they're all
let's
on.
go for there.
Pull this up on your computer, but you don't have to show it, but just pull it up for your personal so you can see it.
What is it?
It's type in shapes and patterns on frequency generator.
Oh, I seen that. On frequency generator.
Now you're gonna look for the video that says amazing Renaissance experiment.
Yep, I see that here. I seen this on Ancient Aliens.
Tell me that don't prove something.
Well, yeah, nah. They say that basically the universe is just one big song. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything could be created with sound waves. Which is crazy. You know what I mean? To think about 100%. But it really just draws back to the fact that, like we talked about earlier, when we think about ghosts, we think about it as some spooky dooky type of stuff. You know what I mean? But in actuality, it could just be another happening on a different channel.
But there is some spooky ghosts out there, though. There is some ghosts that want to cause harm.
Yes.
Because they're like demons and stuff like that. They're not good.
Bro, is it Friday? The next show is Friday, right?
Friday night.
Yo, can we do a freaky Friday episode and talk about that? Can we talk about like
demons
dark spirits,
demons
dark
spirits,
and stuff that's not good and might want to hurt you? And like, can we dive into that world and see what we believe and what people believe? And I think that'll be a crazy episode, bro.
Yeah, I think it would. It's 9/11 now, so let's
I'm sorry to cut you off, Donnie.
No, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. That's why I was waiting because I was like,
have you seen the movie The Happening?
Yes.
Right? That's crazy.
Yo.
About how all that works. It's weird. Have you seen it, Donnie?
I don't remember. I'd have to look up.
Well, then
that's the one with Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg, and then like the I can't really say too much, but it's a really good movie.
Nah, for sure.
I want to give it away. Look up the trailer on YouTube, Donnie.
I'm just looking up the.
Donnie, you probably seen it back in the day.
I probably did, yeah.
But to kind of, I it's crazy because I don't want to wrap up because I really want to go down this whole rabbit hole. But
we'll be back Friday.
We'll be back Friday.
So, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's all good. But tonight was a good episode, and we talked about a lot of stuff that I love to talk about. And yo, conversation got my mind going. So I'm gonna challenge you guys, whoever's watching tonight, if you come back and join us on Freaky Friday, where we dive into dark spirits and demons, and is this stuff real, and where does it come from, and what do we believe, and what do you guys believe? Hey, do a little bit of homework, pull up some videos. If you find something cool, send it to us so we could check it out before the episode, so we could talk about it. And then obviously we're gonna do our due diligence on our end. But let's just do a little bit of a quick touch, just to kind of set the stage for next episode. If I said right now, yo, there's a whole legion of demons and dark spirits that exist that are plaguing our planet and looking to destroy us as humans, would you guys say yes, I subscribe to that, or would you say I don't really know about that?
Oh, I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that, and it could be powered by hell, like the devil, or it could be entities on its own.
Okay.
I just subscribe to either one. You know what I mean? Depending on how we look at it. I think with all the good spirits and energies that we release as we die.
Yep.
You have to remember there's also bad people on this planet too. So their energy that they release isn't going to be good energy. So like if you find like a murderer and that's all he does is murder, you know what I mean? Like a serial killer. I'm sure when he dies, he's not releasing good energy. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's where that lies, right? So we have the good spirits, the ones that, oh, I saw my grandparents. Oh, I saw a loved one.
Yep.
Or we see, I saw a dark figure and it caused harm. It throwing stuff off my shelves and I have lacerations on my arm and it pushed me down the stairs and blah, 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 blah. I feel like that's where we fall into that category because it's just dark energy. It's bad energy.
Okay.
That's how I feel about that. And that's why I'm really interested. Like what do they call it? Demonology. It's like the study of demons and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm very interested in that. And one of my favorite people to watch and listen to their stories, because they both have passed now, but to listen to their stories is Ed and Lorraine Warren. Their stories, not the movies, right? So we see the movies, the Conjurings and all like that. Yeah, that's a good story. Yeah, that happened, right?
Yep.
But it's the other stories, the real, like the more ones that you're like, oh shit, I could actually see that happen. And like the Conjuring movie was like, all right, that's kind of like people getting dragged across the ceiling. Like, okay,
people.
It's just Hollywood, yeah. So, but their actual stories, they like the book. Someone has like redone the book. It's a podcast out there, right? It's not like this podcast. It's just like a story reading podcast. They go through all their stories, and I listened to it, and I was like, holy shit, like. They seen some crazy stuff, and like that's where I kind of fell into like believing and starting like the psychic stuff and the energy and stuff like that, because like Ed was like, yo, it's because of this, and they were like, yo, how'd you know that? And he's like, I felt it. And I'm like, bro, how do you just like I felt it? That's how I know.
Yeah.
So that's why I started really believing in it, because fucking I have the power of Google. What is that?
What is? Oh, it's a muff.
That's a muff.
It's a spiritual muff.
Oh.
All right, I think it's time to end the show.
I think so.
Oh shit. All right, listen, we're gonna be back, man. Friday, Freaky Friday. We're talking dark magic. We're talking all that type of craziness. Appreciate all you guys joining us tonight, man. Yo, it was amazing. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we cannot wait to get back with you on Friday. Let's go, baby.
You are not at all.
In a world full of political correctness, Coach Brown and Donnie Rhodes are choosing to keep free speech alive, uncensored, unfiltered, uncut.